Hello, this is Plushy Matt Reviews, Marc Brunet's art school. I am Plushy Matt, and welcome to Term 1, Week 2. Just want to give you a little benchmark of where I am and what's going on here. So, overall, I just want to be a better artist. These are two recent works of mine. On the left is a little kind of doodle of Yuffie, and on the right is more of a finished artwork of Makoto. So, I will be creating videos on my progress, following along with Marc Brunet's Art School for Digital Artists, reviewing what I have learned. Yeah, so let's jump into it. So, first of all, this is what week 2 consists of. Watching the figure drawing class, more daily observations, more pen control, just a couple of assignments that I will go through with you. So let's just stick my warm-ups on in the background. Yeah, wasn't really sure what to focus on this week. Mainly just kind of messing around. Again, just looking at kind of shapes and forms of different things. Just kind of anything that caught my eye. Just trying to figure out how to place it, basically. Yeah, so I kind of put some of the pen exercise class in there as well. To get it all going. So after that, I moved on to the first 3 nude figure drawing assignments. As you can see, they're just playing now. So it was quite straightforward, pretty well explained. I didn't struggle with this too much. I must admit, I've kind of gone over these sort of things in the art school before. But yeah, I think the biggest area I think I can improve on with this is kind of the cylinders and making sure that they're kind of facing the right directions, especially when it's so close to being flat. Sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to figure out what plane is facing the viewer and what isn't. But yeah, I found that quite straightforward. Really well explained and explained in a reasonable amount of depth that it was easy to follow along with. And then finally, on here's the last 2 digital production assignments, combining images and the selection liquify heel stamp, which then if I show you this video here, this is me trying to get my head around it a little bit. I enjoyed this, although just straight honest with you, I really sucked at doing this. I really struggled to get my head around it. And although I found it quite a fun exercise, I didn't get it to somewhere where I was happy with it, I don't think. So it's definitely an area I struggle with. But this sort of like more Photoshop aspect of digital art is not something I've had a lot of practice with. So as you can see, I kind of started cheating in the end and just kind of started painting in bits to sort of try and get it to match what I was trying to get it to do. Although I didn't want to rely too heavily on that, I did kind of want this to look somewhat agreeable. But yeah, it was a fun thing. Definitely kind of getting added to the list of things that I want to work on more. I think kind of a takeaway from this week, if I had to kind of break things down into what I did well and what I think I would like to improve on. I think the figure drawing stuff, kind of just tracing over. I think I was kind of done with that. I think that was the only time I'll need to kind of do that part. I think I'll move on to the next sort of assignments with the figure drawing. As for the more kind of Photoshop aspect stuff, I think that is somewhere that needs working on. I'm in 2 minds. Part of me is kind of like, I don't want to focus on it that much because I kind of don't see the relevance for me personally in illustration. However, you know, I am going to trust the process and I am going to follow through because that's what it says to do. And sometimes, you know, you kind of have to accept that you don't know everything and there could be method to the madness. There could be reasons why we're following this stuff through. So I will be doing it. And I'll kind of try and work on that sort of like it's not relevant to me angle. But anyway, thanks for joining me. Thanks for taking part. If you too want to follow Marc Brunet's art school, there should be a link in the description. If you jump through that, you can kind of just grab term one. You don't have to buy the whole thing. It was something I certainly found quite affordable, was just buying one term. And I said before, I use kind of PayPal's pay in free option if that's available to you. Anyway, thank you very much. Bye.